Road trips often feel safe, don't they? It's a feeling we've lived 1,000 times. Music is playing, the car is in steady motion. There's this quiet belief that you can turn back whenever you want. And that's how every story begins, completely normal, completely calm. There are no warning signs, no dramatic foreshadowing. These are stories from real people. People who trusted the road, just like you and me. Until, slowly, distance turned into isolation. Somewhere along the way, the choice to turn back slipped out of reach. And once that happens, leaving is no longer easy. Staying becomes a necessity. That is the moment that changes everything. Imagine a drive so ordinary you've stopped paying attention. It's late at night, the traffic is light. The biggest decision you have to make is whether to get coffee at the next exit or just push through and get some sleep. You miss your exit. It happens. The GPS suggests a detour. Nothing feels dramatic. At first, it even feels peaceful. Your headlights cut through the darkness, the radio hums softly. The forward motion does the thinking for you. Then, the road begins to thin. The streetlights slowly disappear, one by one. Your phone signal drops. Where reassurance once lived, a heavy silence takes its place. You tell yourself it's temporary. That's what reasonable people do. But the minutes start to feel longer than they should. The road bends inward, getting quieter, narrower. Something feels wrong, but you just can't name it. Then, the landmarks begin to repeat. You see the same curve again. The same wooden fence. The same strange cluster of trees. Fear doesn't arrive loudly, it doesn't scream. It comes as a quiet, nagging doubt. You start to wonder why this road never seems to end. Then, the pattern breaks. A vehicle is parked up ahead, lights off. A dark, unfamiliar building stands where nothing should be. It doesn't move. It only watches. In that moment, a chilling understanding settles in. You aren't alone. And you haven't been for a while. Turning back now would be noticed. This is no longer a detour. It has become an invitation. Then everything happens too fast. A shape moves in the darkness. Where nothing should be moving. The road is blocked. Your breath catches in your throat. You slam on the brakes, your heart pounding against your ribs. The fuel light is on. Your options are narrower than the road itself. Do you stop, or do you push through? Instinct decides for you. The engine strains. Gravel kicks up under the tires. Whatever it is moves aside just enough. You force your way past. Minutes later, pavement returns beneath your wheels. The signal on your phone flickers back to life. Normalcy pretends nothing ever happened. But one thing stays with you, etched into your memory. The certainty that it watched you leave. The second story begins somewhere familiar. A gas station late at night. The fluorescent lights hum overhead. Cars come and go, creating a false sense of safety in their shared presence. A stranger starts some small talk. He's friendly. Easy to talk to. It feels harmless. You respond because you were taught to be polite. But the conversation lasts longer than it should. He stands too close, invading your personal space. When you take a step back, he follows, closing the distance again. You tell yourself that no real line has been crossed. But your body disagrees. Your skin prickles. This is where danger often hides. In friendliness that refuses to end. He offers help you didn't ask for. He mentions places to stay nearby. He talks about how empty the road is tonight. Each sentence, on its own, feels harmless enough. But together, they create a suffocating pressure. When you finally manage to get back in your car and leave, his tone changes. It's not anger, it's something colder, more detached. As you drive away, he doesn't wave. He just watches. You never learn what he really wanted. And that unanswered question stays with you, a ghost on every empty road. The last story strips away all comfort completely. You're on a remote road. No lights. No towns for miles. And then, the car breaks down. Of course, there's no signal. The night grows heavier, darker. Headlights appear in the distance. A car slows down and pulls up beside you. The driver's voice is too calm. Help is offered. Relief and fear collide inside you. The road suddenly feels smaller, more enclosed. Your options are quietly disappearing. The offer sounds reasonable on the surface. A ride to the next town. A shortcut he knows. A nearby place to wait for a tow truck. But nothing feels safe. Time stretches, and every decision feels like a gamble with impossibly high stakes. When escape finally comes, it isn't clean. It isn't controlled. It happens because of luck, because of timing. You never fully understand what almost happened out there. But one thing becomes crystal clear. The road never changed. You only saw its true nature the moment it stopped offering you a choice. Road trips will still happen. The music will still play. But something shifts inside you after hearing these stories. You learn to listen sooner, to that quiet voice of doubt. You question things for a little longer. That feeling of distance now feels heavier, more significant. Because the most unsettling truth is this: sometimes the road only reveals its real intent when leaving is no longer an option. Thanks for listening. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to follow for more stories.